Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm doing my Draw My Life video. It's a little sketchy because I can't draw. And I know I wasn't exactly sure how to draw this. So, like I said, it's sketchy. So it's a Draw My Life. So it's like the pictures and then like pause. And, yeah. So we're gonna start with, so that's my dad. And that's my mom. And this is me. My dad and my mom never really got along, and after I was born, I kind of lived with my grandparents for this year, and then my dad got custody when I was 11 months old. So I moved from Texas to New York to live with my dad, and my mom lives in Colorado. I don't really talk to her, no one in my family really does, because she has weird views on everything, and she's just not a good person, like, morally, and she's actually quite toxic. So we try to avoid her as much as we can. When my dad got custody of me, he was living with a woman. This is her. Her name is Shannon. She was my first stepmom. He never married her, but he did have Chaz with her. That's Chaz. He's my little brother. This is Chris. Chris was already Shannon's kid when my dad and Shannon started dating. So he was always there, and I count him as my brother. He's my brother's brother, so should count for something, right? But I mean, they never really got along, and when I was about like 4.5, Shannon moved out with my brother, so my dad and I were alone for a year. And then my dad met this woman, Melissa, and they fell in love, and they got married. Those are rings, because they got married, and they're in love. They still are. They got married in 2005, so this year will be their 11th anniversary. And I'm happy for my dad, because he found somebody that he deserves and that loves him. With Melissa, they had 3 boys. There's Nicholas the nerdy one, Matthew the cool one, and Daniel, he's the baby. They're each a year apart. Right now, they're 10, 9, and 8. Those are 3 of my brothers that I get to see whenever I go back to my parents' house. And then there was me. I never really played, this is a Barbie. I never really played with Barbies. I do yet. Or like, I didn't like to wear dresses or anything. I actually enjoyed playing with the race cars. I enjoyed playing video games. Yes, that's from an old console. I'm old. And I liked to fight and mess around and be rowdy. But my dad, being my dad, said no. I was his little girl. I had to wear the dresses to school. I had to get more like Barbies for my birthday. Even though I mutilated them every year, I still had to get them. And I really didn't like that. So that was when I was little. And then middle school happened. We all know middle school is a very exciting time in our lives that we regret later on in life. In middle school, that's when I started questioning my sexuality. Who is attractive? That was literally something that went through my head. There was my best friend. So there was my best friend, Alicia. Like, I didn't realize I was crushing on her until I went to this one. I didn't realize I was crushing on Alicia until I went to this one summer camp. It's a Christian camp, and it was all girls for 3 out of the 5 weeks. And there's the one girl, my lord, I saw her, and I'm like, shit, she's cute. I would date her. She is wife material. And then I was like, I'm gay. So I told Alicia and that I was crushing on her. I eventually told the camp friend, and she's like, yeah, I'm bi. I've been bi for years. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that before. I would have talked to you about it. Anyways. So yeah, I told Alicia. She's straight though, which kind of like shut down my spirits. So middle school crush. Crushed on her in high school. And in middle school, I wasn't like the other girls. They told me I'm not a real girl because I never did anything with my hair. I always had it like in a ponytail or in a bun on top of my head because I didn't want to do anything with it. Didn't want to deal with it. I wanted to have short hair. But because I didn't do anything with my hair, because I wasn't starting to wear makeup and wear girly clothes, I wasn't a real girl. And honestly, I was kind of okay with that, but I wasn't at the same time. Because it's middle school, and everyone wants to fit in middle school. High school. 4 years of my life. When I was in high school, freshman year, I started to get some words and terms thrown at me. I got queer. I got queer, ugly, fat, quiet, gross. I was fat. I was too smart for my own good. I wasn't trying to fit in, so everyone hated me. And because of all that, it started to get to my head. I became depressed, suicidal, I self-harmed, and I started eating less, and eventually I was diagnosed with anorexia. The anorexia didn't really come on until about 10th grade, but it got really bad in 11th grade. In 11th grade, that's when the peak of my self-harm and my eating disorder came out. That year I had tried to kill myself. Thankfully, I didn't succeed because then I want to be seeing better days. And another thing that happened in 11th grade was I got my first girlfriend. I was really happy and I was absolutely in love with her. We were friends in 10th grade, and in 11th grade we became really, really close friends over the summer, and then we dated starting in September. We didn't tell anybody at first because we were afraid of the feedback, but eventually we told our friends and they were totally okay with it. When her parents found out, they were devastated and upset. I told my parents that year that I was bi and that I was self-harming and immediately sent to a therapist. But I told them and they were like, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, my dad was like, sure, my sister's gay. She's married. Whatever. But Melissa, she was really, really touchy about it. She didn't really like it. And that made my depression a little bit worse. But I got through it somehow. And then after New Year for 2015, I started questioning my gender. And I came out as genderqueer to my first girlfriend. She was totally accepting of it. She was like, Sky, if there's anything that makes you uncomfortable, let me know. If you want me to use a different name, let me know. I'll try my best to help you out. And it was nice. I came out to her first, and then I came out on Tumblr, and then I came out to my friends. I recently came out to my little brothers. They're totally accepting of it. They've been correcting themselves in the name, so hardcore. My aunt is the only close family member that knows. She's 100% supportive, and I couldn't ask for anyone better than her. And I told my dad, I'm like, hey, I'm trans. Hey, I'm gonna change my name. He's like, okay, just do whatever makes you happy. He didn't have any feedback on it. And my stepmom's still really, about it and, neglecting it. So, yeah. But back to my first girlfriend. This was the saddest part. On Valentine's Day, she broke up with me. And she literally shattered my heart into pieces. We were planning something. We were planning a future. But she left me. And it still gets to me sometimes. I mean, like, we started talking again in October, but then she destroyed me come January, and just the thought of her kind of hurts inside. But she was a big point in my life. So without her, I wouldn't be who I am today. Yeah, I was devastated. I was sad. My depression got worse. My eating disorder got worse. And I got put on medication. I was threatened to go to an inpatient facility. I had a lot of things going on at that point. But then things started to get better. And I started exploring more on like gender and sexuality. So I went to Tumblr.com. I mean, I didn't go to it. It just kept appearing on my dashboard. So I just kept looking into it more. And like, I looked at all these terms and like, oh, that's so me. I identify as a trans dude, or trans masculine. And so I had the name Damien all picked out. I was using he, him pronouns, and I was like, this is totally me. But then I started thinking recently that I'm more of a non-binary or agender type of person. I mean, I'm still working on going to testosterone. I do want a lower voice, and I do want stubble, a little beard, and yeah, there's that. I think that's the last drawing. That is. So there's that. Those are like the things that really affected my life. I'm pretty much following my dad's footsteps right now, not going to college and working pretty much full time. To this day, I'm still struggling with an eating disorder, which it's getting better, but it's still hard because it was a part of my life for a while, and it's never gonna go away. It's always gonna stick with me. I'm struggling with my depression and anxiety right now. I'm on a new medication. I think it's helping. We'll see. I'm starting to struggle again with self-harm, and it's really hard. Like, on a day-to-day basis, it's so hard to stay sane, to keep myself in the mindset that I am here, I'm safe, I'm working on who I want to be. But also in my head, it's going, you're not who you want to be. You're a failure. But I'm not a failure because I'm still working at it. I'm working towards my goal. It might take years, but I'm gonna get there, and I will work to get there. So, yeah, that's my little about my life story time with Sky, and I hope you guys are doing okay. If you want anything explained more, let me know. I have passed. So yeah. If you guys have any ideas for any future videos, comment below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are open to new ideas. And as always, I will put my links in the description and my usernames for things if you want to contact me. I hope you guys stay safe. I love you.